We've created, since my election, 5.5 million new jobs. Nobody would have believed that was possible. We passed massive tax cuts, the biggest in the history of our country. America is now the hottest economy anywhere on the planet Earth. There's nobody close.
President Trump touting the economy as the second round of Democratic debates hits off tonight in Detroit. Two top-tier candidates, Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, expected to steal the spotlight. But can they recapture the industrial Midwest, which went for President Trump in 2016 and are now feeling economic gains from his policies? Laura Cox is the Michigan Republican Party chairwoman. She joins us now. Thanks for your time this morning. We know the president just got done talking to reporters. We'll hear from him in a moment, but he's taking a lot of credit on the economy. Can he win Michigan again this time around?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We believe that he has a track record to point to that has successes that affect people's families and their businesses and their neighbors in Michigan. And we think that that's really important. So we're really happy about all the things he's done, fighting for the strong economy here in Michigan, fighting for veterans, wanting to keep our country safe and our borders secure. All those things mean something to people, and we believe that we will, again, re-elect our president.
Has the economy in Michigan rebounded as much as those, and we know there were a lot of them, that flipped for Donald Trump in 2016 because of that promise of jobs in the state of Michigan? Has it rebounded enough for them? I want to read you this directly from Politico, why a strong economy will actually help Democrats in 2020. They say some observers have speculated that voters will abandon Trump if they feel that despite his self-congratulation on the nation's overall economy, he hasn't delivered on his promise of new jobs for them. I want to throw up on the screen here the Michigan unemployment rate. It is currently 4.2%. That is above the national average of 3.7% nationwide. The state of Michigan also currently has the 11th highest unemployment rate in the United States. It has come down, obviously, and you have to point that out, from 4.9 to 4.2% since Trump was elected, but it's still high above the national average.
Well, the economy is going in the right direction in Michigan. We have billions of dollars being reinvested here in Michigan. We have a plant moving from Mexico to Michigan. We have a manufacturing plant being built in the city of Detroit. That hasn't happened in years, decades. So, unemployment is at record historic lows in Michigan. The trend is going where it needs to be. And we believe that the president's policies directly have positively impacted the people of Michigan. And we're really excited to talk about that.
All right, I want to remind everybody as this debate kicks off tonight, the reason is Michigan is going to be a hotly contested state in 2020. Here's a look back at the results in 2016 to remind everybody of the razor-thin margin that Donald Trump won by, 47.5% to Hillary Clinton's 47.27%. What is going to be the biggest challenge for your party in securing his victory?
Well, the number one rule of politics is you keep what you want. The campaign is very invested in Michigan. We're starting our ground game. It's strong. We're starting 8 months earlier than we have in history that I know of any presidential election. I've been involved in politics for a very long time. We're really excited. We feel that we're going to talk about all the successes that the president has brought to the people of Michigan. When we talk about that, we think, and then we put that against all the socialist policies that the Democrats continue to talk about. They keep going more left each and every debate. Once we talk about that, we know that it'll be an easy choice at the polls in November of 2020.
Detroit Free Press, Macomb County is Michigan's political promised land in the 2020 presidential race. Again, it's going to be about the economy, Laura, and I know that is what you see as well. And you look at the poverty rate there, in addition to the unemployment rate above the national average, but as you point out, coming down, Michigan's poverty rate still stands at 14.2%. That, too, is higher than the national average at 12.3%. So there's going to be a lot of discussion tonight on the economy, Laura. The president was just asked, and again, we'll have this tape for everybody in just a second, about the Democratic debate and who he believes his Democratic opponent ultimately will be. He said, I'm watching. I think right now it will be Sleepy Joe. What I think doesn't mean anything, but he does think that Joe Biden is off his game. Who are you preparing for the president to ultimately run up against in the general election?
Well, we're just preparing to talk about the differences in the policies and what they talk about. Right now, I don't have my eye on anybody. I mean, that's something that's a little bit above my pay grade. We're staying focused on talking about all the successes and how different they are from the policies that the Democrats are putting forward. And I think when that conversation gets very finite between whoever that candidate is that wins from the battle on the Democratic side, I think then we'll be able to be laser focused. But they all seem to be very similar and talk about socialist policies like open borders, making socialized medicine. You know, people don't understand that they will lose their employer-provided health care. That's very important.
We're going to have the breaking news from the president here in just a moment, and just want to let our viewers know we reached out to the chairperson of the Democratic Party in the state of Michigan as well. But thank you for coming on, Laura. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.